Dear children, yesterday I was taught you geography, resource and development. In this lesson, I taught you land degradation and measure to solve land degradation problem. Now, soil as resources. I am going to teach soil as resources. The soil is a living system. It is the most important renewable natural resources. It is the medium of plant growth and supports different types of living organisms on the earth. It takes millions of years to form soil up to a few centimeters in depth. The important factors in the formation of soil are relief, parent rock or bedrock, climate, vegetation and other form of life and time. Second, the factors that contribute to the formation of soil are various forces of the nature such as change in temperature, actions of running water, wind and glacier, activities of decomposers. Extra. Chemical and organic change which take place in the soil are equally important. Soil also consists of organic, humus and inorganic materials. Classification of soil. India has varied relief feature, landform, climatic realms and vegetation types. These have contributed to the development of the various types of soil on the basis of the factors that are responsible for soil formation, color, thickness, texture, age, chemical and physical properties. The soil of India can be classified in different types as under. Alluvial soil. There are two types of alluvial soil, Khadar and Donger. Khadar is new alluvial soil formed by annual sediment depositional work of river. Bangar is the old alluvial soil. They are fine grained and have higher clay content. Both these soils are rich in lime, potash and phosphoric acid but deficient in nitrogenous and organic contents. Bangar soil is the less fertile because it contains conker or noodles. The new alluvial soil are found in floodplains and deltas. However, alluvial soil of the Gangetic plains are rich in humus. The regions is the rich vegetation is found in the upper reaches of the rivers. Since alluvial soil are transported by the river, the three countries have different trades. The soil in the upper coast are coarse. The soil in the middle coast are medium grained. The soil in deltic region are fine granite. Crops like rice, wheat, sugarcane, oilseed, tobacco, grams, etc. grow well in this type of soil. Black soil, they are also called regu soil or cotton soil. These soil are as lava soil or volcanic soil. Its trade is that it swell during the rainfall in the monsoon season and shrink in the dry season. Hence, in the dry season, white crab are developed. They are found in the Dakhan Tract area of Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh. Black soil are also found in parts of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. The chief crop grown in this region is cotton. Other crops included wheat, tobacco, oilseed, and sugarcane. The above four crops are chiefly grown in parts of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Tobacco is the chief crop, cash crop. Red and yellow soil. It is red in color and covers 10.6% of the Indian's total geographical area. The reason for the red color of this type of soil is the diffusion of iron particles into crystalline and metamorphic rock in low rainfall area of the Dakhan Plateau. Eastern and southern parts, it turns yellow in its hydrated form. This soil is found in parts of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and Chota Nagpur Plateau, the areas of Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. Laterite soil. The word laterite has been derived from Latin word later, which means brick. It covers about 7.2% of Indian total geographical area. It developed in the areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall, resulting in intense leaching. Some features of laterite soil are given below: humus content, cultivable crops area, arid soil, फॉरेस्ट सॉयल, ये आपका दिया हुआ है। नेक्स्ट डे हम फिर पढ़ाएंगे आपको, ना पढ़ के आइए।